Burnout. Most of us have been there. As a child and youth care practitioner, burnout is something that I know all too well. It is work-related stress. It is mental and emotional exhaustion while no longer feeling fulfilled in your role. On the other hand, secondary traumatic stress is a duress of indirect exposure to traumatic events of another person. Secondary traumatic stress causes child and youth care practitioners to be apprehensive to working with specific youth to avoid re-traumatization. Now imagine this. Think about the route you take to work. You know, the one you drive to work. There are many routes that you can take. However, this one is the quickest and the most economical. However, the route you've chosen has massive potholes. Some you can avoid, while others you drive over and you hope that it doesn't do too much damage to your car. As you drive over these potholes, you hold your breath. The thought of having to drive this route tomorrow lingers in the back of your head. When you compare this to secondary traumatic stress, child and youth care practitioners navigate their day to avoid stress and working with trauma-informed youth. This phenomenon is called compassion fatigue, which is a combination of burnout and secondary traumatic stress and the continuous exposure to traumatic individuals. Now, why is this research important? There is a significant gap in literature when it comes to compassion fatigue and the field in child and youth care. They usually only focus on social work and nurses. For this literature, I have found that compassion fatigue is connected to the lack of self-care, working with traumatized youth, poor policy practices, and staff feeling unsupported at work. For my research, I will be doing a qualitative study. I will be exploring the factors of compassion fatigue in child and youth care practitioners. I will be conducting semi-structured interviews and analyzing the results to find common themes and trends in the data. Working with the most vulnerable youth, in addition to the lack of support in any environment, has caused 1 in 5 child and youth care practitioners to leave the field to pursue a less stressful career. For those of us that want to remain, we need a solution. The answer? Compassion satisfaction. Compassion satisfaction is a level of gratification one receives when they feel supported at work and they are able to do their job well. As self-care and policy reform are the stepping stones to compassion satisfaction, my hope that my study will enact a policy change. Now, I want to leave you all with this. Just like on the plane, when the flight attendant says to put on your oxygen mask first before helping others, child and youth care practitioners need to help themselves so they have the capacity to help our youth. My hope is that with this research, there will be an influx of child and youth care practitioners remaining in the field, and that we will be well on our way to the path to compassion satisfaction. Thank you.